Hello, welcome back to Womanhood GFF. I'm still outside on my patio with me and my youngest son and youngest child, Todd. And we're out here planting some seeds in some flower pots. We're using these Jiffy pots, as we've stated earlier. And we've planted some sunflower seeds, and we've planted some tomatoes. And the wonderful thing about these is how that they'll, you plant the pot and all, you don't disturb the roots or anything. Todd also has some VeggieTales, and a lot of kids like VeggieTale cartoons. And if you haven't ever seen a VeggieTale movie, you can go to sometimes Walmart or some kind of discount store would have them. But your Christian bookstores will have a big line of various VeggieTales. And of course, the idea of VeggieTales is to teach Christian character behaviors, and but they use vegetables as a way to entice children to eat vegetables at the same time and realize that vegetables can be good and fun. But they're a nice cartoon. They have a good lesson and moral story to them, and so they're funny and interesting for adults too. He has some tomato with VeggieTales, and he has another kind of sunflowers. They're called Mammoth. These get pretty good size, and so we're going to plant a couple of these seeds as well, and then we're going to water them. We're almost done planting with the ones that we've already started. So Todd's got a couple of pots.
I don't know if this has some.
I don't think that did. And so we're going to give him one of these seeds. And remember, you don't have to feel like you got to use all your seeds up. And these seeds are a lot bigger than the other sunflower seeds were. And so you can fold them back and put them in a Ziploc bag, stick them in a dark corner of the barn or the garage.
Very dark.
And to where that you just get them right back out the next year, and don't push it down too much to the bottom. And so I'm going to let him plant a couple of these. And again, you just stick them in the dirt about a half an inch to an inch with your finger. Just poke it in there, and so he'll get those started. And then I'm going to let him water these, and we'll get them a drink and get that set up. But go ahead and send me some of the things that you like to grow. Now, this year I'm not supposed to be working in a garden this year. I'm under doctor's orders thinking that I may not be able to work in the garden, but I'm going to try a little bit of gardening if I have to do it in pots or 1 or 2 rows at a time. And I love to garden. I like vegetable gardens, flower gardens, water gardens with a fish pond and things like that. It's just so therapeutic for me, and just to get in the dirt. And my kids, it's time for them to get in the dirt and dig in a hole, make a hole, and
you
put
can't
some
stop
in.
her.
Can't stop them.
Doing the garden.
Doing the garden. That's right. Because sometimes I'll tell my kids, they'll say, "Mom, what are you doing?" And I tell them I'm going to go play what?
Dirt.
I'm going to go play in the dirt. And they know that means I'm going to plant something, dig up something, do some kind of something with that. And Todd, if you'll put some dirt right there, and then we're going to plant some of these cosmos. The cosmos has, I think, very tiny seeds. Oh yeah. Well, they're long, but they're very dark, and so being outside, they could be
easily
very
lost.
And we could. I mean, they're extremely unusual. You'd almost, if you did drop it, you might even think that you've. Can you see it, Tom? You might even think that it was a stick or something, and not realize exactly what it is. So you'd have to be careful if you're going to be planting one of these seeds. It's very small. They're not big like the sunflower. Let's see, like that Mammoth sunflower he had. So if your grandchildren are young, this right here is very good for them to do that, because they can see it. It's white and large. Their little fingers and hands could hold it much better. So, but if they're older, they can take care of the little ones, little seeds, or you can do the little seeds, and you still get to enjoy that. Okay, Todd, we're going to move the dirt out of the way, and I want you to go ahead and get the flower pot. And I'm going to let you water. Our watering pot, just a minute, has a hole in it, and so we discovered that, so now I know I need to get a new one. And so he is going to use and just water it until it's moist. They have a hole underneath of them, so it'll start to run out if it gets too full. And here we go. You ready to go? I'm going to get out of the way so that I don't get wet. Thank you, Todd. And move the seeds out of the way. Don't want them to get wet. What you don't use, you would need to remember to store
Seed.
and not let them get wet or warm. And Todd is doing a good job in watering. You don't need it to be soaking wet. They just need to stay moist for the first 2 weeks. And then we'll begin to see here probably in about a week we'll see some kind of little twig pop up, and so that'll be really cool to see that. But while Todd's finishing this up, I want to thank you for coming and for you to see how much fun this could be. And don't mind getting dirt. You know, your children or grandchildren would love it. And so thank you for coming. Thank you for visiting with me at Womanhood GFF, God, Friends, and Family. Remember to go to my website at www.womanhoodgff, excuse me, Todd, gff.blogspot.com. Email me at womanhoodgff@yahoo.com. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming by. God bless.
Bye-bye.